Hello, I'm Reverend Pamela Pinckney, also known as Reverend Pamela Pinckney Butts, and also Apostolette. And I'm coming to you today because we need in Cuyahoga County and the city of Cleveland and other jurisdictions, we need prosecutors who care about violence against women and our children. The current situations are not conducive for us, and we need some representation. The current prosecutors that we have in place give more allegiance to our abusers than they do to our having rights and protecting us as well as our rights. The most recent occasion for which I speak is I was assaulted, and the city prosecutor's office would not address my assault last month. And also, I ran into the chief prosecutor for Cuyahoga County, Mr. Michael C. O'Malley, in the Justice Center recently, about 2 weeks ago. And he called me Pam, as if we were on a first name basis, Mike, and said he knows that my home has been being broken into, that I've been being abused, but he didn't have time to deal with that. We have women's bodies who are missing and dead, exploited in the city of Cleveland between Bessemer Avenue and Union on East 93rd Street, and the police are not even looking for the bodies. A lot of this has taken place through multiple leaders, including Mr. William Mason, Timothy McGinty, and some others. But I find that they have people such as Bishop, aka Bishop, quote unquote Bishop, Eugene Ward, who is out on the front line, but who beats his wives and gets legal assistance for that. But we who stand for what's right and are fighting for our lives, there is more legal assistance given to our abusers than to we who are victimized by these people. And Joe Jones from Fathers Lives Matter stated to me that he would help me with my entity of Moms Lives Matter or Moms Matter. I haven't heard back from him. He's been busy. There's no excuse for those Imperial Avenue murders. There's no excuse for the murder of Tanisha Anderson. And I heard someone state recently in the Ohio House of Representatives committee meeting that Tanisha Anderson was murdered by the police because she hit the officer as she was supposedly mentally ill. That is not accurate information. The missing and exploited dead children that keep coming up in this condition as a result of the Department of Children and Family Services, the police departments, and neglect and endangerment of we women who fight to protect and provide for our children. There's no excuse for that. I'm the founder of Global Engagement Dissolving Violence Against Women and Children, rightfully so. I had a protection order that did not mean anything on a piece of paper to protect and provide for my 4 children and me. And now all 4 of my children's lives are messed up. Mine is too, really. But I'm an overcomer by the blood of the Lamb and you, and the words of my testimony. And I'm going to still stand in this gap for my family, my children, and me. I do need some financial support. I need some other resources too. And I'm currently in a situation where I do need some advocacy and other resources. And there's no excuse for my not being safe and secure in the United States of America. There's none. And Vanessa Costanza, who's been there in the prosecutor's office in the Cuyahoga County Common Police Court, prosecutor's office, has been there up under the other leaderships, and they've done nothing that they should do right by me. I'm Reverend Pamela M. Pinckney. The entity I have in place, Global Engagement Dissolving Violence Against Women and Children. That phone number is 1-216-848-8907. You can help me, and you can help me to help others by communicating with me on that line. And then I am partnering with Text for Help, and you can learn more about that on my pages. And I am also the People's President, where I represent justice and advocacy for the people to maintain our possessions properly. All rights are reserved for this video. And I'm very concerned about the voice and the choice of the woman and our children still being subdued and oppressed. We're not facing merely a civil war. We're facing a religious war, a racial war, as well as a civil war, and just a human rights war. I'm also the founder and visionary of International Heterosexual Clergy Alliance, and I'm very concerned that our rights as heterosexual people are being abolished quickly. You may also contact me at 1-216-548-0820. Today is the 12th day of August 2021, and there's no excuse for violence against we women and our children. And this is not a matter that a white woman initiated for the mainstream media to only address it because I'm not all white. I'm all right. All rights reserved for this and all of my videos.